A whopper of a surprise, exciting news for rodeo fans, and a chance to support local vendors.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Friday 5, which is brought to you by our friends at the Nebraska Corn Board.
Starting off the countdown at number 5, one rural Nebraska senior got a king-size surprise late last week.
Ashton Erickson, a senior at Hastings High School, was awarded a $50,000 scholarship from the Burger King McLamore Foundation. The foundation awards nearly $4 million in scholarship funds each year.
Ashton was one of 3 $50,000 winners from the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico.
Erickson will graduate from a high school with less than 30 students and plans to continue her education at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln in the fall.
Exciting. And at number 4, Nebraska Land Days has successfully rescheduled the 2020 Buffalo Bill Rodeo for August 5th through the 8th of 2020.
In an interview with the Rural Radio Network, Executive Director David Fudge said the committee hopes to provide rodeo fans with the same experience they would typically get in June.
The performance will include all of the key players, including the Butler & Sons Rodeo Company, Hall of Fame announcer Randy Corley, and audio and video contractors.
Number 3 this week, a 2020 University of Nebraska-Lincoln graduate recently launched a campaign to support mental health in rural communities.
Anna Kobza is originally from David City, and she designed t-shirts to raise awareness about suicide and mental health in agriculture.
Anna will donate 50% of the profits to AgriSafe, an organization started by nurses that aims to improve the health and safety of farmers and ranchers.
In at number 2 on the countdown, last year was the final year for the Barn Festival in Hastings, but when the pandemic began to hurt small businesses, the co-owner decided to coordinate a 2020 barn market to support local vendors.
Marla Anders says the barn market is a condensed version of the festival that brought in thousands of visitors every year.
The barn market will be held September 24th through the 27th.
And finally this week, if you're a high school student, you could become the biggest grower.
Nebraska Extension and the Department of Agronomy and Horticulture have launched the Biggest Grower. It's a gardening competition that aims to give students an opportunity to learn how to garden.
Participants will be randomly placed into 10 virtual teams of 10 gardeners. Each winning team member will be awarded a $50 Amazon gift card.
And you can find the link to register at ruralradio.com.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Friday 5, which is presented by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.